Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has found himself at the centre of a protracted and costly legal confrontation with a major British newspaper publisher, facing a stern warning from the judiciary about the potential financial repercussions should his case falter. The ongoing privacy lawsuit, which pits Harry and several other prominent figures against Associated Newspapers, the parent company of the Daily Mail, has escalated to a point where the estimated costs have ballooned to an astonishing £38.8 million. This figure alone has prompted the presiding judges to intervene, emphasizing the gravity of the situation for all involved parties, particularly the individual claimants who stand to bear significant personal financial risk. The roots of this legal dispute trace back to 2022, when Prince Harry, along with a group of high-profile individuals, accused the newspaper group of employing unlawful information-gathering techniques. These alleged methods reportedly included phone hacking, bugging devices, and other intrusive surveillance tactics aimed at obtaining private details for publication in their tabloids. Harry has been vocal about his long-standing grievances with the British press, viewing this case as part of a broader crusade against media intrusion that has plagued his family for decades. Joining him in this collective action are notable figures such as music icon Sir Elton John, actress Sadie Frost, and several others who claim to have been victims of similar violations. The trial, scheduled to commence in January, promises to be a landmark event in the realm of privacy law and media ethics in the United Kingdom. Judges David Cook and Justice Nicklin, overseeing the pretrial proceedings, have not minced words in their assessment of the litigation's trajectory. They describe the projected costs as clearly outside the range of the reasonable, highlighting how the case has already racked up substantial expenses, with even more anticipated in the lead-up to the full trial. In their ruling, the judges stressed the necessity for all parties, especially the individual claimants like Prince Harry, to fully comprehend the severe consequences of pursuing the case in its current expansive and aggressive manner. This warning serves as a cautionary note, reminding the claimants that a loss could result in them being liable for not only their own legal fees but also a significant portion of the defendant's costs, potentially amounting to tens of millions of pounds. The judge's intervention underscores the high-risk nature of civil litigation against powerful media entities, where the stakes extend far beyond reputational damage to crippling financial burdens. For Prince Harry, who has relocated to the United States and distanced himself from many royal duties, this case represents a personal vendetta against the tabloid culture that he blames for contributing to his mother Princess Diana's tragic death and the relentless scrutiny faced by his wife, Meghan Markle. Yet, the judicial admonition highlights the double-edged sword of such pursuits. While a victory could set a precedent for greater accountability in journalism, defeat might exacerbate Harry's financial and public relations challenges. This legal saga is not occurring in isolation. Parallel to the privacy case, Prince Harry has been engaged in another battle concerning his personal security arrangements during visits to the United Kingdom. Having lost an initial challenge against the Home Office's decision to downgrade his publicly funded protection after stepping back from senior royal roles, Harry appealed directly to the government for reconsideration. Remarkably, his request for an upgraded security risk assessment has been granted, with the Home Office agreeing to review his status. This development comes as a rare win for the Duke, who has argued that the threats against him and his family remain elevated due to his global profile and past experiences. The interplay between these legal fronts paints a picture of a man determined to assert control over his narrative in a country where he once held an unassailable position. Critics argue that Harry's relentless pursuit of justice against the media borders on obsession, potentially alienating him further from the British public and institution he once represented. Supporters, however, see it as a principled stand against invasive reporting that has destroyed lives. The £38 million cost estimate includes expert witnesses, discovery processes and barrister fees, illustrating how modern high-profile litigation can spiral into a financial abyss. As the trial approaches, the pressure mounts on Harry and his co-claimants to weigh the moral imperative against practical realities. The judge's warning is not merely procedural, it is a clarion call to reassess strategy, perhaps encouraging settlement talks or scaled-back claims to mitigate risks. Substantial costs have already been incurred on both sides, with document reviews, depositions and preliminary hearings contributing to the tally. The upcoming trial will delve into decades of alleged misconduct by the newspaper group, potentially exposing salacious details about how stories were sourced and the ethical lapses involved.